Oh, classes in session yet again. Welcome to another edition of the Heezy Hoopcast, powered by animalheezy.com. Please, when you get done with this, visit animalheezy.com and invite yourself to betterness. Videos, music, trill shit, hood shit, real shit. We got all that shit. And as I always say, R.I.P. to my big homie, Kahuna. R.I.P. to my nigga Ray Goku. We doing it just like that. And yeah, man, I know I've been gone for a second. It's been the playoffs. I done did one pod since the playoffs, man. I'm trying to let the first round breathe. We ain't even gonna talk about that. But yo, ESPN had they major layoff. They laid off what I heard to be 250 employees. Shout out to my guy Cole Eisenbarger for letting me know all this shit was going on. He hit me up like, yo, did you know this was going on? And one of the people that got let go was one of my favorite people in the podcast world. He does more than podcasting, but I got acquainted with him on podcasts and shit. Ethan Sherwood Strauss lost his job at ESPN during this whole debacle, aka Radio Ethan. And man, like, that shit pains me to hear that shit. All I want to say, I mean, I doubt Mr. Sherwood Strauss is listening to this, but if ever he was, I want to say, hold your head, nigga. Use a star, use a huge talent, and one of the niggas that made me feel like I could do this podcast shit. I started to call myself Radio Yoga before, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to it when it was True Hoop TV, and before, you know what I'm saying, I thought anybody knew about it, but since then, you know what I'm saying, I've been listening to him for probably about, you know, a strong year and a half, and, you know, they done blew up since then and shit. But hold your head, my nigga. Hey, this shit ain't shit. I done got fired from plenty jobs, nigga, and bounced back. So I know a nigga with his talent level, his intellect is gonna bounce back like it's nothing. But yeah, man, the last pod I did was on Game 1, Rockets versus Warriors, and I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, Houston getting Mr. Triple-Double man up out of here and shit. And they went ahead, got him on out of there. I called the sweep. I said it was gonna be a sweep in 3 games and shit, being funny. But like I said on Twitter, the Rockets were being such gentlemen about it. Gentleman sweep, 4 games to 1. So yeah, I was like, yeah, get that nigga up out of here, Mr. Triple-Double. And I said on the pod, Mr. Triple-Double, I really believe in him if them triple-doubles and all his effort wheels them to the second round, which it didn't. It didn't, you know. But I looked at that nigga stat line and shit, man, and it brought me here, and I got a confession to make. Wait. Drop the conspiracy music just for the fuck of it. Confession time. First confession is I've been bumping that Troy Ave non-stop. That new Pac. Fuck y'all, nigga. Hey, I'm bumping that shit, nigga. That shit is shit. But hey, nah. The confession I had to make, man, I realized after looking at Russell Westbrook's stat line is that I might just be hating on Russell Westbrook. I might just have made it my thing to hate on him. And I feel like it started like my hate for the Cowboys started, where it wasn't so much towards the entity or the person themselves as much as it was with the fans. And people would be like, Russell Westbrook did this, Russell Westbrook did that. And I'd be like, yeah, that nigga alright, but you know, I don't know about this great nigga that y'all make him out to be. And niggas, especially like my big homie Paco, was like, nah, nigga, that nigga a straight dog, nigga. I don't know why you hating this shit. And I was still in denial at that point. But, you know, people's responses just caused me to hate more, like the Cowboys. And my nigga Paco is ironically a Cowboys fan. But I'm like, yeah, y'all hate. I mean, y'all responses, the way y'all give this shit back to me, like I ain't watching the same shit y'all watch. It made me just hate harder. So I admit, I've been hating on that nigga Russell Westbrook. I looked at all the stat lines and shit. Points and assists. I'm not even gonna count rebounds and shit because apparently, shit, his rebounds didn't help shit. But game 1, Russell Westbrook, 22.7 assists. Game 2, 51 points and 13 assists. Game 3, 32 points and 11 assists. Game 4, 35 points and 14 assists. Game 5, 47 points and 9 assists. Yo, I can't front. Those are crazy ass numbers, especially without the rebounds. Not even counting the steals, you know? And once I looked at these stats in black and white in front of me, I'm like, is this the part where I'm forced to admit that I was trying to minimize the monstrous effort this nigga is putting out? I guess so. But is this the part where I stop all my hating and realize that if I stop searching for him to be as technically sound as all the players that I love throughout NBA history long enough that I could be a fan and enjoy his game? Hell the fuck no. No. Because he still takes dumb fucking shots when it matters the most. He still plays like the football players you hate to play with or against in college at the rec center. He still stat hunted for a whole season like it was a fucking video game. And I still hate his freaking face. That just goddamn stupid ass, angry ass, bitch fit face he makes and shit. And keep in mind, man, it's just a game, so I don't hate this nigga in real life. It's just a podcast, you know. But, you know, yeah, his face is annoying and shit. All the dumbass faces he makes and shit. But I also feel like he's explosive as fuck, but if he loses a fraction of that explosiveness, my nigga has shown no propensity to develop other areas of his game, thusly rendering him useless. Is he gonna be able to age gracefully and transition like a Kobe Bryant or a Dwayne Wade? I have a hard time seeing it. And then I'm asking, like, MVP, like, what is all these triple doubles for? You getting the MVP nod for the triple double average on the season, but what are all these triple doubles for if they don't help you when it matters? And make no mistake, a 7-game series is where it matters the most, even in the first round, because it's so much chaos bouncing off the walls during the regular season with back-to-backs and road trips and shit. You can catch anybody on a bad night or get the better of anybody on a good night. But once it's mano y mano, just you and the team that's locking in on you and only you, that's where it gets real. That's where the real shit comes out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this shit about help and shit. Even though I will admit that willing your garbage ass team to the NBA finals like LeBron did back in the day with the OG Cavs, or like Iverson did before that with the Sixers, that shit is only possible in the Eastern Conference. And I feel like that should always be a part of the context that greatness is framed in, whether it's Allen Iverson, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Michael Jordan, da 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 da. But good player, yeah. Great player, I don't know. But anywho, whew, it feels so refreshing to get that confession off my chest. That's all it's about. Congratulations, Russell Westbrook, on a undoubtedly historical season. And I'll be waiting here next season with more hate, nigga. Oh! Rockets in the Western Conference Finals with Golden State. AnimalHeasy.com. Oh, yeah, and be sure to check me out next Tuesday. If it's God's will and the creek don't rise, like the old people in my life say, I'm going to be on the Spreaker Surround Sound podcast. It's a pretty well put together Nashville podcast that I'll be making my first cross podcast appearance on with my nigga Ruben Hunter, and he's gonna be on mine a couple weeks later, and according to him, I'm gonna be on a couple weeks later after that. So please check me out if you enjoy this shit, and please check his shit out. And shout out to my guy. He said he love how I give it raw, give it from my viewpoint, but I can't do no cursing on there. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray that I don't let no F-bombs, N-bombs, anything drop. And y'all pray that I don't lose my edge and nothing on this shit. Shout out to the house. Shout out to the Heezy Nation. Shout out to my nigga Paco. And shout out to everybody that listen to this shit. God bless you. You super duper trill in the field for real. One more time, AnimalHeasy.com.